Hi, Tampa Native Show fans. Mario Nunez alongside my broadcast partner.
Steve Canella.
And we're here in Ybor City today to celebrate the Lions Club, to celebrate all things bocce ball. And what a beautiful afternoon it's going to be. Stevie, are you ready to go out there and roll?
Mario, I'm on a roll. This is a blast. I've never played bocce in my life, but I love it. It's great.
And we've got Marcelo Maseda on the show today as well. So stay right there. We'll be right back with you. This week's edition of the Tampa Native Show about to happen.
I remember Tampa, the way she used to be, the places we would run to, the faces we would see. Yes, I remember Tampa, her sweet, soft memories, a city rising on the move, a simple yet progressive groove. Yes, I remember Tampa, she remembers me.
Hello and welcome to the Tampa Native Show. Stay tuned now for the most entertaining webcast from the studios at Tampa Digital in Ybor City, Florida. Join your hosts Mario Nunez, Steve Canella, and the 15-Minute Girl as they celebrate growing up in Tampa. From Shock Armstrong to Shakey's Pizza, from Braddock Street to Buffalo Avenue. Get ready to call in and tell us your stories, because sharing your memories has never been this much fun. And now, Mario Nunez and Steve Canella.
She remembers me.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Tampa Native Show. My name is Mario Nunez. I'm seated alongside my broadcast partner,
Steve Canella.
And just off camera right over there is the 15-Minute Girl. Say hello, darling.
Hello, darling, and hello, Tampa Natives.
Tampa Natives in the house. Listen, we've got a special broadcast set up for you this evening. We've got Mr. Marcelo Maseda sitting just off camera. He's going to be joining us in just a few minutes. And Stevie, we had a great weekend this past weekend.
Mario, we did. We had a blast. I've never played bocce ball in my life, and this was the first time. And, I think we all did pretty good.
You know, all things considered, I think we threw pretty well.
I think so.
Yeah, it was a wonderful event at Costantino and Company right here in the heart of Ybor City on 4th Avenue, and I tell you what, we came out smoking.
We gave our competition a run for the money. We had them scared.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, Stevie, but yeah, no, as a matter of fact, we did. We started out first game against the Lions Club, Ybor City, right? Ybor City Lions. John Centenaro, the Centenarians,
That's right,
as it were. John, if you're out there watching,
right.
Listen, next year you can get your revenge, but this year, Bob, I'm sorry. You had to take that lump of coal in your stocking, but all things considered, we had a blast playing bocce ball, and we want to do some more of it. So Fran, if you're out there, call us. We want to talk to you. We also want to mention that we've got an event coming up in January. I know it seems like it might be a little bit of ways, but stop and think about it. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
It feels like Christmas today.
It was
so cold
today at lunch, and by this evening, by the time we were driving into the show tonight, I'll tell you what, it was already like in the 50s and rainy and misty. But in January, sometime at the end of January, perhaps the beginning of February, we're going to get a big group of people together. We're going to hire a bus, and we're going to ride over to Orlando to watch some Orlando Highlight. Now, how many of us remember those nights, Fridays and Saturdays, standing room only crowds here at the Tampa Highlight?
I won every Friday night.
Yep.
I do.
Sometimes you won, sometimes you lost, but I tell you what, you were always entertained. Bolivar and Jesus and Elorio and Aramayo. So we're going to do that. So if you'd like to participate with us, we want to hear from you because we're getting those names together even as we speak. Special news tonight about the Bolita drawing. If you haven't got your numbers in the 15-Minute Girl. Darling, you said how many numbers were taken already?
About 23 right now.
23 numbers.
Getting up there.
Okay, good. Well, we've got 75 numbers, so be sure that you go ahead and click those numbers now because we're giving away 4 prizes today. Now let's see, we're giving away a Tampa Natives t-shirt. We're giving away Frank Cueto bail bond. Stevie?
When you're in jail?
Not me.
What do you do?
You call
Mario?
221 bail. Of course you do. Frank Cueto, we're giving away one of his t-shirts as well. We also have a $25 gift certificate, courtesy of Amarillo Sandwiches and More. Thank you, Juan Santayana.
Nice gift.
And we're also giving away a CD tonight of that fabulous theme song that you heard at the top of the show, and you'll hear it again at the closing credits. Mike Maluha produced that for us, especially for this show. That's I Remember Tampa. So you've got 4 chances to win. Get in there and get
Pick your numbers
number
quick.
now.
They're going fast.
Stevie, I understand that you ran into somebody special this weekend.
Mario, I don't know if special is a word or not.
Well, tell us a
it's
little
hard
bit
to
more
describe.
about that, Steve.
You know, Chuck, let's bring up a picture here and let's show what happened here. None other than Jane Seymour.
Oh my goodness, Stevie,
That's me.
where was that?
That's me in the center. That was last week. I met her. Couldn't believe it.
Where was that?
That was at Kane's Furniture. She's introducing her new home collection.
Oh my goodness.
And the first 50 people online got a free book. And she's with Michael Amini. He's the other gentleman in the picture. And he has a collection, or he's a designer as well. But I was number 40 out of 50, by the way.
Well,
so
you got the book as well.
I got 2 books. I got Michael's book and Jane's.
Well, let me ask you something, because you know I'm looking at this picture, and I'm sure all of our viewers are looking at it as well. Steve, if I didn't know any better, I think you photoshopped yourself in there.
Well, I photoshopped the smile, I think, on my face,
Wow,
too.
that is an amazing
No, that was
smile.
natural.
Steve, I've known you for a long time, and that's one of the biggest smiles I've ever seen.
Well,
Jane looks great,
You know
too.
what's exciting? She's my favorite actress.
Yeah.
And I told her, I said, Jane, I was able to talk to her. She talked back to me, and we had a little conversation. I said, of my 3 most favorite movies, you were in 2 of them. And she said, really? What were they? I said, well, Live and Let Die. She was a James Bond girl.
Sure.
And Somewhere in Time. And I left it at that. And she said, well, what was the 3rd movie? And I said, well, it was The Godfather. And she said, nah, I wasn't in that one.
No.
And I said, well, I wish you were.
Yeah, that's true.
Wish you would have been.
She should have been.
Oh, she would have been. Oh, yeah, it would have been great. But that was so exciting. Had the best time. Oh, and I got a book. Here's the book right here. I don't know if Sterling wants to maybe zoom in on this a little bit.
I understand there's a dedication in
There's
that
a
book as well.
dedication.
There you go, camera 2 right
Here it
there.
is. And let me show you. She autographed it. And let me open this up for you.
Special. Oh, look
In
at
fact,
that.
let me get this a
There
little
it
bit
is.
lined up. There we
There it
go.
is.
To Steve Cannella, with love, Jane Seymour.
Have mercy.
How about that, huh?
Have mercy. There you go.
But that was just a treat. It really was. I thoroughly enjoyed
Did
it.
she look as good as she looked right there in that picture?
You know, she's beautiful on TV, and she's more beautiful in person.
I had, you know,
Yeah.
if I can say, I had a similar experience to that. I was working flight from Dallas to Memphis. And you know what they do a lot of times with VIPs is they'll go ahead and board the entire
Right.
flight, and then special services will bring that person down and sit them on the airplane. Typically in first class, and they want to do it so that there's not a lot of fanfare. And I had the same experience with Priscilla Presley.
Oh, that's cool.
And I kind of came away, this is before she's gone through the metamorphosis that she's gone through now, because she doesn't look anything like the Priscilla from 25 years ago. But she was gorgeous, she was beautiful, she was just, you know, it was like that. It was like, you know, she looked great in pictures, but in person it was like, oh man, she's really
It's so
pretty
exciting
woman.
to see someone like that, a movie star, you know, right in front of you, and you actually have a little mini conversation with
Oh,
them.
yeah.
It's a treat, it really is.
Those of us in the airline business, we have a chance to do that every so often.
I would think so.
You have to kind of be cool though, because a lot of times people, celebrities especially, will get a little, you know, they don't want to be bothered. So you've got to know to pick your moment. And apparently just yesterday, it came out in the news this morning that one of our favorite actors, Mr. Alec Baldwin, was apparently playing Angry Birds
Oh, yeah,
or something
yeah.
on his
I heard about
iPad, and he got shown the door with American Airlines of all airlines.
That's
you know what
terrible.
I mean?
Who would throw Alec Baldwin off of the plane?
There you
Not
go.
me.
Listen. I think there's an Alec Baldwin fan among us, and
I
I think
think
it's.
there's a huge Alec Baldwin fan.
Yeah, I won't go so far as to say I got a man crush on Alec Baldwin, but he is one of my favorites.
Now, when they showed him the door, the plane wasn't in the air, was it?
No,
hope not, anyway.
no. As a matter of fact, but you know, they made him get off the airplane. Apparently, he wouldn't turn off his electronic device. They made him get off the airplane, and then he, you know, took another flight from LA to New York. All right. Well, listen, we took the opportunity on Saturday to chronicle some of the events at the bocce ball tournament, and we think you're going to get a kick out of watching the day unfold as it unfolded for us. So if we can bring up that second video, stay tuned. We're gonna check in on those 2 fellas over there at the bocce ball tournament. Watch this. Hi everybody, Mario Nunez here again with you on the property of Constantino and Son. Now listen, we're over here on 4th Avenue, just east of 22nd Street. Over my right shoulder there, what you see is the former Lozano Cigar Factory. It's currently now the Lions Institute, and think Lions Club, and that's what we're here today doing, promoting with this bocce ball tournament, a fundraiser for the Lions Club. You know, over $22,000 has been raised already to provide someone who's sight impaired with a seeing eye dog, with a guide dog. This Constantino and Son Monument Company has been here since the 1930s, and what you see all around us here is remnants from that wonderful business. You see headstones. You also see that rather large and cumbersome crane, which you would imagine had to be used to move the marble around back in the day. Well, we've got 2 bocce ball courts here, and that's what we're participating in this morning, the bocce ball tournament. Just to let you know, 4th Avenue, 22nd Street, right here in the heart of Southeast Ybor City. Stop by if you get a chance.
What a
That
great
was
shot.
pretty cool. And
Love
listen,
that.
my boy Stevie had a little nice touch on that little bocce ball
You know,
roll there.
it's really, there's an art to it because you can't let it roll off your fingers because it might roll past the
Too far?
too far. So you have to kind of like push it out there, you know, and that's what I did.
Finesse. That was a nice roll, brother.
And you see how close it landed to the other one, huh? It was pretty good.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Listen,
Let's look at that again.
Well, I tell you what, we're off to a rip-roaring start here on the Tampa Native Show. And if you're just joining us this week, we'd like to say thank you for tuning in. We know a lot of you are watching because of our special VIP guest. So we're going to go to a little break right now. When we come back, we're going to be talking with Mr. Marcelo Maseda. Stay right there. We'll be right back.
Hi.
We're the Tampa Natives.
Welcome to our show.
I remember Tampa, the way she used to be.
Hi, my name is Steve Canella. What would you think if I told you there was a live interactive webcast all about growing up in Tampa?
Hi, they call me the 15-minute girl. What if I told you there's a show where you can hear all of those wonderful stories of our youth?
My name is Mario Nunez. And how would you feel if I told you there was a place you could go each week to feel those memories come alive? A place where you'd feel as if you'd been dipped in magic waters.
A show where you can see all those iconic images of Tampa and be transported back to her glorious youth. A veritable trip down memory lane.
Those times spent at Britton Plaza, the pizza parlor after high school football games, the Colonnade, or how about going downtown to the Tampa, the Palace, and the Florida theaters?
A show where photographs and videos of places like Lowry Park, Al Lopez Field, the Florida State Fair when it was on North Boulevard, and Tampa Highline come alive each week.
A place where you can call in and share your memories or listen to our guests tell their stories of growing up in Tampa.
The memories would be so thick you'd have to brush them away from your face. Well, this place does exist, but not just in your imagination, in the palm of your hand, or on a laptop, or a desktop, or your very own personal viewing device.
You mean like this?
No, like this.
And like this. And it's called the Tampa Native Show. Now, doesn't that sound cool?
We'd like to welcome those thousands of happy viewers and fans to our brand new online home at TampaNativeShow.com. Remember, TampaNativeShow.com. Why? Because sharing your memories has never been this much fun. So until we see you then, salute and happy days.
That's a wrap.
Yes, I remember Tampa. She remembers me.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's a privilege, it's an honor to welcome our special guest this evening, Mr. Marcelo Maseda. Marcelo.
Welcome, Marcelo.
Thank you for having me here.
Todo
Oh,
bien,
we're excited.
todo bien.
Todo está bien.
Oh man, we're just excited. Listen, and he comes to us bearing
gifts.
There are cigars and other things on the table here that we'll get to after a little bit. But hey, tell us how you've been, because I know our viewers would like to know. How you feeling these days? Everything
Well,
going good?
you know, I was born here in Tampa,
Name
and 92 and a half years ago,
92 and a half years ago.
and I got one daughter, Marlene.
Okay.
You know her.
Yeah, no, she's a good friend of
And
ours.
two
She's a-
granddaughters, Jenica Lee and Tia Marie Gaffney, and my adopted son, Harry Fonte.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you know Harry Fonte.
Fonte Cleaners?
I don't know, but we're going to meet him soon at one of our events. I know.
And I tell you, like I said, I went to grammar school here at West Tampa, McFarland Park and West Tampa Junior High, and Jefferson High School in the University of Tampa.
A true Tampa native, huh?
Oh, West Tampa native in Ybor City.
Born and raised.
I tell you, I was married in Ybor City twice.
Okay.
In fact, let me give you a flag
Uh-oh.
from Ybor City.
How about that? Look at that.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we show this here on camera too? Look at this.
That is very
Here we
cool.
go.
That is neat.
This is one for the time capsule, for the archives. And the 15-minute girl had a wonderful suggestion. that maybe we might want to consider. Look at that. Maybe we might want to consider starting a Tampa Natives Museum, huh, Stevie? What do you think?
That's a great idea.
This would be wonderful. We could,
The 15-minute girl had a great idea.
yes, she did, and she does all the time. Listen, we could plant this flag to start that collection. Gracias, Marcelo. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And here's some Tampa-made
Oh, this is
cigars.
great.
Wait a minute.
How about that?
Wait a minute.
Do you have a lighter?
Cigars too?
Cigars too.
How about
Maria,
this?
This is, oh yeah, we're going to
This is
share these
great.
with everybody.
They
Thank
come
you.
from Arturo Fuente,
That's part of the Arturo Fuente collection.
which they started here in Ybor City.
Seguro.
And then they went to West Tampa, they came back to Ybor City, and they are the second largest cigar factory in the world.
Wow.
Well, we know they do a lot of work in the Dominican with their tobacco down there.
Oh
and-
yeah, they
and,
do. They do a lot of.
and we see them on the airplanes every once in a while going between Miami and Santo Domingo. Good people.
Yeah.
Wonderful people here for the Tampa.
Well, you
community.
know, when I was, I went, like I said, West Tampa Junior High.
Yeah.
Made All-Star, All-State 2 times, pitching softball.
Really?
Then I went to Jefferson. I was the first one, made the first touchdown, the first extra point at Jefferson.
Wow.
What
Then I
year did you
went to
graduate,
Uni-
Marcelo? What year did you come out? I mean,
in 41.
in 41, 19. So you were even before Rick Caceres. You were making touchdowns well before Rick Caceres, huh?
Well, not, I weighed only 119 pounds. My
119?
My first year, my second year was heavyweight, 132.
Wait a minute. You needed some arroz con gandules or something to beef up at
Those
132.
Blanco
I
come
needed
by
that food. It wasn't the food that was too active.
Of course.
Then I was bat boy at Cincinnati Reds.
Okay.
For 3 years, I went to 2 World Series.
Wow.
And things that I don't forget,
Yes.
but my life is meeting and being with President Kennedy 4 days before he got killed.
That's an amazing story. We've got some pictures.
We do.
Yeah.
We're going to show some pictures, Marcelo, and let us talk about the pictures as they come up because some of
Okay,
those
we
pictures
will do that.
involve President Kennedy.
We had Tony Zapponi on the show here recently, and he talked about that.
Yeah.
Let me say for the record early in the show that we had first show here with Tampa Digital, we had Arch Deal. And that was a wonderful show
Oh,
with
he's
Arch
a
Deal.
great
He's
guy.
great. He's
Oh,
super
great
good.
guy.
And
I
I-
never forgot when he jumped the
Yep.
parachute.
He survived.
Parachute
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah,
open.
he's a good friend of mine.
Well, no, he
3,000
was here on
feet.
the show, and I told Steve, I told everybody out there watching, I said, listen, if I get a chance to come back, I think I might want to come back as Arch Deal. Then we had Tony Zapponi on the show.
Yeah, I saw him last week.
Tony
I saw him
Zapponi,
last
and
week.
I told Tony, I said, Tony, you've had a fascinating life. I said, you know what? If I get a chance to come back and I can't be Arch Deal, I want to be Tony Zapponi. And I think I'm going to change my story again because
Every week. he
because if I get a third chance, it's going to be coming back as Marcelo Maseda. I'm telling you now.
You know, everybody tells me, you done everything. I said, well, I tried it. I said, I like to help people. I always have help people. In fact, Tony told you a story that I helped him get a telephone
Yes.
6 miles.
Yes.
Oh, yes,
was a
right. He
great
mentioned
story.
that.
Yes,
was a
you
great
were watching
story.
that show. That was great.
Yeah.
That's great. Here comes a picture.
some
Let's see what
pictures
we
now.
got here on
Yeah.
this picture. Marcelo, maybe you can tell us a little bit about that
Oh, yeah,
picture. there.
that Mayor Julian Lane, he was
Okay.
a personal friend of mine. In fact, one day, Julian Lane had to leave, and in fact, it was that day. And he says to me, here's the key for the office, close the office.
Close it when you leave, right?
I could sleep on that.
What if something happened to that key?
The city shuts down.
I took him back next morning at 7 o'clock in the morning. He didn't get there till 8.
Well, that's the kind of palanca that you have, Papa. That, you know what? They give you the key to the city. Here, lock it up, Marcelo.
Dad,
Bring it
do
to
it.
my house tomorrow.
And there's Louis de la Barton, Nick Nuccio, Sergeant Strevers,
Okay.
Mayor, and
Who began
Sam
the Peace
Gibbons,
Corps?
Congressman Gibbons.
Who's that good-looking guy in the top hat?
Asked me when I was mayor of Ybor City.
There you go. And you know, my mom worked 10 years plus for Mr. Delapart, and
Yeah, I know she
Lou
did.
Delapart was responsible for me having the opportunity to go to Tallahassee to work there
I know,
as a
I
page.
know.
Those look, Marcelo, how good you look with that hat on
It's a
there.
great picture.
And wait, not one of these pictures, not one, are you without your cigar. And,
I always have a cigar.
And everybody should note that he has his cigar here with him today.
And we have some too.
And we have some now too. Thank you, Marcelo. Let's see some more pictures. This is great. Oh, wow.
That's Miss America.
Oh.
What year would you say that was, Marcelo?
I'll say about 1991,
91? No, 61.
or 61.
Well,
I
let's go
mean.
with 61.
No, 63.
We'll turn the 9 upside down because I think that's early. That's 1960, maybe in the 60s, or even in the late 50s. Miss America, what was she doing here? Do you remember what she was doing?
Look at the
here?
flag.
Came here for at McNeil Field.
Ah, okay.
And-
Like a dedication.
She had the flag of Ybor City. Did you
And
see it?
this me campaigning, when they were campaigning, there's my daughter.
Who's holding that sign in the front there? Who's that cute little girl holding the big sign in the
That's
front?
Marlene.
Oh, that's Marlene,
She
huh?
was 7. Oh, she went everywhere with me.
And that cute little girl's in the
Marlene
studio
was
with us
me
today.
all the time.
I'm gonna have to
At
change
the
my
Columbia
story again.
Restaurant.
Maybe I want to be Marlene in my next life. I don't know. She's had a pretty good time too.
Stop it.
She had a sign that said, "Vote for my sweet Eminem daddy."
Eminem Daddy. What
about
a
that?
great photograph. And those were great times too. So you were an actual alcalde, and then you were a commemorative or a
And then I became a county again. Then I was executive assistant to the state senator.
Okay.
Executive assistant to the Secretary of State of Florida. They appointed me to the executive assistant to the United States senator, but I refused because I didn't want to go
wanna
to
go to
Washington.
Washington.
I didn't want to go to Washington.
Imagínate, you wanted to stay close to home.
Marcelo, I understood that you gave cigars to John F. Kennedy when he was here.
I gave a bunch of cigars. In fact, the last cigar he smoked, I got a picture of him
Wow.
smoking, was the last. Besides that, I had imported a doll from Spain
Nice.
to give to his daughter.
We have that picture in a little bit.
You
We
have
had
that,
that picture. Marlene was very gracious to find that one, and that's pretty. It's both uplifting because it's a special moment, but at the same time we think that just 4 days after that, history changed for us here in the United States. Look at this picture here, Marcelo. What do you
Then
make of
there's
this?
Governor Hayden Burn at the Florida State Fair. Hayden Burn was a good friend of mine. I have a lot of governors as friends of mine, like Kirk Martinez, Leroy Collins, Bryan, and Fuller Warren, and you name them.
You got
They were
invited to a
friends.
couple of inaugural balls, I take it.
Oh,
huh?
yeah, yeah, I
And that's
was.
why you had the top hat.
That's right. This is his secretary. This is Secretary of State, and then he became Senator, United States Senator Dick Stone.
That's a
I
great
was
photograph.
his military assistant.
And one of the few photographs we see you in without your top hat.
Yeah, well,
But that was it looks like a dinner jacket. Like were you going to maybe a?
No, that was before they installed him as Secretary of State.
Oh, okay, okay. Look
That
at that
man at
wobble.
the Hotel Tampa Terrace
Wow.
Oh, look at
with
that.
my top hat.
Did you own that tuxedo?
What?
That was your tuxedo, right?
Oh,
you didn't go down to
definitely.
the rental shop and rent that
No,
tuxedo,
no,
did you?
no.
That's
they
the
were
Cino
mine.
signs.
I thought it
Great
would
photo,
be.
great
Hey, let's
photo.
give everybody the phone number in case they want to talk to Mr. Marcelo and Stevie. What's
And
that
my
number?
20, I used to give those $20
Yeah, what
bills.
comes? That $20 bill.
How about that?
I think you know what?
Did you have one?
I want to say that I had one of those $20
I gotta
bills.
bring you some.
Oh,
Wow.
that is
I still got a
interesting.
few left.
We're going that way. That one's going in the time capsule. That's going in the museum.
He's adorable.
Phone number, Stevie?
Sure, it's area code 813-526-0816. 526-0816. We want to hear from you, so I'm sure you have any questions for Marcelo. Please call us. And
Operators are
first-
standing by.
They are, in fact.
Look at this
Look
picture
at
over
this.
here.
This
Look
is
at this.
great.
Look at this. Now, you know what? As I'm looking at that, te lo juro, I know that I got one of those. I probably don't have it anymore, but I remember those going out.
I got some for you all.
Well, we're going to get them. We're going to hold you to it. Marlene will have to bring them to us and bring you back. Look at that. 20 pesos with the double X.
Very nice.
Commonwealth of Ybor City.
Look at that handsome fella.
I
So
like
what
the
did-
hat.
Yeah, no,
Love
no,
the hat.
There it
There's
is.
President Kennedy.
There's the photograph. There's that magical.
4 days before he got killed, and there's Marlene. She was 6.5 years old. 6.5 years old.
What a photo.
Great photo.
And he presenting him a doll that we bought from Spain.
For Caroline, no?
Yeah, for Caroline. And that was the last gift he gave Caroline.
Wow. Wow. I
Interesting.
wonder, did Marlene ever get to have a conversation with Caroline in years afterwards?
Well, you know, when I got off the stage there, he asked me to come back next summer and spend a week with Caroline and John
No.
and wife and
Wow.
him.
That's
We thought about that, Marcelo, after discussing that picture, because we saw the picture. We thought.
And the picture before that
Uh-huh.
was Hayden Burns. I mean, no, it was Brian.
Uh-huh.
When we cut the ribbon at the I-4.
I-4.
I-4 was open that day.
Wow.
I got a lot of memories.
Well, we've got a caller
Got
that
a
wants
caller.
to talk to you.
In fact, my biggest memories
Uh-huh.
was when I met President Kennedy, saw Johnny Vandermeer pitch 2 No hitters.
You didn't
One
see that.
after the
You
other.
didn't see that.
I saw it in Boston and in Brooklyn.
I don't believe you.
4 days afterward. And not only that, I saw Lou Gehrig make his last speech.
Oh,
His speech at the Yankees.
that's a
Stadium.
famous speech.
Okay. We got a caller on the phone. We're going to go to the caller now, but I'm going to put you on the spot on live TV in front of a lot of people. We get a chance to do a show with you, Marcelo, before baseball season. Will you come back and talk baseball with
I'll be
us?
more than glad from here.
Because
That'd be
listen, for me personally, there's the 56-game hitting streak that I don't think will ever be duplicated. But
Never will
even
be.
beyond that, is 2 no-hitters back-to-back. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Go to
That's-
the phones.
that's
baby.
rare.
Go to the phones.
Caller, you're on the air. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, this is Hugh from South Tampa.
Hey, hello, Hugh.
This is Hugh from South Tampa. Hello, Hugh.
Hugh
Say hello
Perret.
to Marcelo Maseda.
Hi, you.
Hello, good evening. How you doing, sir?
Very good.
Fine, thank you.
Good. My question is, did you know
Maybe.
Fred Hutchinson?
Oh, Freddie was a manager of Cincinnati Reds and played for the Detroit Tigers. In fact, he died of cancer.
Right.
Freddie
He
was a
was.
good friend of mine.
Is that right? Yeah, he was a great manager.
He was a great manager and a great man.
Absolutely.
How about that other gentleman that you referenced today in the conversation we talked about at your workplace today? Ask him if he knew that guy. Ask him. Go ahead, ask him. Or else I'll ask him.
Remind me now. I'm trying to remember.
Go Sox. Go Sox.
Al Lopez. Yes. What are your memories of Al
El
Lopez?
Lopez, I tell you, El Lopez was a dear friend of mine.
There you go.
We met all the time. We drank coffee all the time. We ate dinner many times together. El was a gentleman and a scholar.
There you
let
go.
me tell you.
Do you think there was any better manager ever in baseball? I mean, he had that streak where where the Yankees between 49 and 64 they won, except when it was broken by Lopez in 54 and 59, and they had far superior talent. Do you think there was ever a greater manager in baseball?
See there? He's saying that the year that Al Lopez won with the Cleveland Indians,
Yeah, Cleveland
and he
Indians.
broke the streak of then the otherworldly streak that the Yankees had going. That season, he put together such a magical season, probably the best in the game at that time.
Well, he had the best pitchers in the big leagues in those
Yeah.
that time.
So what you're saying, Marcelo, if I hear you correctly, is that baseball all about the pitching.
It's all about pitching.
Okay. You heard it here first,
important.
Hugh. Hey, Hugh, did you get your Bolita number in this week?
I did. Yes, I did.
Because you're on a hot streak, brother. We keep delivering stuff to your workplace. I mean, this is getting good.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. You remember when Garcia, Lemon, and Feller, right?
Garcia, Lemon, and Feller.
That's right.
And Art Houdeman, and Ray Narleski.
Radar Lusky.
And-
That's right.
Huh?
Marcelo,
I
remember.
got pictures of all of them.
Wow.
Yes.
And
And
we-
Bobby Avila won the 1954 batting title.
That's right.
Something tells me that Hugh Perret.
And talking about baseball,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I was bat boy of the Cincinnati Reds. 1939 World Series, we lost to the Yankees 4 straight games.
Wow.
And then the following year, in 1940, we beat Detroit Tigers.
That's
How about
They
right.
had players like Bucky Walter, Paul Darren, pitching too. They were pitchers that pitched 9 innings, no 4 or 5 innings.
Right. There was no
Right,
bullpen
right.
relief like it was.
Bucky Walter won 30 games straight.
Bucky Walter.
And Paul Darren, which happened to be my best man when I got married.
Wow.
When I got married,
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
pitched
they're-
28 straight, won 28 games that year.
Wow.
That's incredible.
Hey, Hugh, thank you so much for your call. We're going to free the lineup so we can get another call in because I tell you what, I don't think there's any shortage of conversations tonight,
No.
whether it's about President Kennedy,
Baseball.
Tampa history, Ybor City, and especially baseball. But thank you for your call tonight. We appreciate it.
Very good, sir. And very good, sir. Nice talking with you.
Likewise, you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thanks, Hugh.
Bye-bye now.
Wait. Here comes some more
got some-
pictures,
yeah,
Marcelo.
this
Here
is gonna
comes
be
some
great.
more pictures. I know there's some old
That
timers out there.
first, Brian, when we were cutting.
Oh, there's ribbon cutting.
I-4. We were cutting I-4. They opened that I-4 there.
You have been around a long
Downtown.
time, huh?
That's
You were around when they cut ribbons for I-4.
great memories.
That's how I got to my abuela's house, by the way, because I lived on far west Tampa, and when they opened up that, it was 10 minutes to her house. It was beautiful.
And not only did you do all these things, but you got pictures of all these events as well.
I got pictures of all.
That's the best part.
That's
He's
fantastic.
E.J. Sartino.
Oh, E.J. Salcinas.
Yeah, he's an attorney. And
We know him very well, don't we?
Oh, wait.
And then became state attorney and judge and all that.
Maybe we'll get him on the show one time too, huh?
That's right.
He's probably pretty good.
Federal.
He has a lot of good
He's
stories.
a great guy, let me tell you. He could tell you a lot of stories too.
Oh, I'm sure.
There's Tony La Russa, manager of the Cardinals, who won the World Series this year.
Yes, sir.
Myself,
Yes.
Governor Graham,
Bob Graham.
and Pinson,
Beta Pinson.
Mayor Pinson.
That's Governor Graham.
Yeah.
That's Governor Graham.
Always.
I had a lot of friends with governors.
Oh my goodness, we've got another caller. We
about
thought
that?
this might happen tonight, Marcelo. Let me take this one, Stevie. Caller, you're on the air. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Go ahead.
Tony Gonzalez.
Hey, Tony Gonzalez, how are
Hey,
you?
Tony.
I'm calling from Andrews Air Force Base.
Where are you?
He's all over the place.
Andrews,
Andrews Air Force Base.
from Andrews Air Force Base, all the way. Tony Gonzalez, say hello to Mr. Maceda.
Hi,
Hello,
Andrew.
Mr. Marcella. How you doing? I
Pretty
believe
good.
that Mr. Marcella would remember all the old things that I remember.
What's that?
I said, I believe Mr. Marcella remembers the old Ybor City like I do.
Oh,
The Chamber of
Cascada
Commerce.
Park in Ybor City and everything.
Yeah. And he remembers before the interstate came.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. In fact, I was telling my daughter, Marlene, that it used to take me a long time to get to Ybor City, but now you get there in a few minutes.
Yeah, you had to
Oh,
go.
where's
You
that
had to
one?
go all the way down Columbus Drive at one point.
right.
Robert City. Yeah.
Yep. Tony, what are you doing in Andrews Air Force Base?
Well, I've been up here like 4 months because my son-in-law got deployed,
Okay.
and my daughter was, I'm a grandfather now. Let's put it that way.
Oh, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Is it getting cold up there?
Oh, yeah. It's been raining for 2 days now, and they expect snow again.
Oh,
I was
boy.
up here when they had the earthquake.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow. That's right, because I think the epicenter was
They
somewhere in
had the
Virginia.
earthquake. They had the hurricane come through. I had to come up here for all that stuff.
Oh, you're like the Gato Negro, bro. You went up there and all the bad weather. Followed you up there.
Let me tell you something, Gonzalez.
Listen to this.
I was in Mexico when they had an earthquake,
Yeah.
and I got pictures of that, and I know what a feeling that is.
Wow. Gotta be scary.
That's a scary thing.
It is. It's very scary. Something we're not too familiar with here in Florida.
I don't
pero-
want to be familiar with it.
No.
You tell me, I've done it.
Yep, that's
I've
true.
been there.
Tony, did you get online today and get your bolita number?
Yeah, sure did.
Good,
Good.
because we
And
got.
I'm hoping on getting back so I can start going to your stuff.
Oh, come
Good.
on.
Yes.
We're looking forward to seeing you again.
We're missing him.
Yeah, we'll go up to Brocados and get us a stuffed potato. What do you think?
Yeah.
We know how much you like Brocados,
In a
Tony.
cafe con
Oh,
leche.
he's a great guy.
And if you can't get down here soon enough, we'll send you one.
No, I'll be coming home after Christmas.
Good.
Okay,
We'll look
good.
forward to it, Tony. Thank you so much for
All
your
right.
call.
Take care up there,
Thank
Tony.
you.
Bye, Tony.
Take care. Stay warm.
Take care. All righty. Bye-bye.
That's great. All right. Listen, we're going to follow those two guys that were over there at the Bocce Ball tournament this weekend, and we got another little video. Let's watch this, Marcelo. What are these guys up to now? Tampa native show host Mario Nunez here alongside with my co-host Steve Canella and Miss Fran Costantino. We're celebrating all things Ybor City. We're at a bocce ball tournament. Proceeds to go to, well, I'm going to let Fran Costantino, the hostess with the mostest, tell you all about it. Fran?
Hi, this is our 12th annual Bocce Ball tournament that we started as a fundraiser to sponsor a CNI dog for a blind person. And we've been very, very fortunate with a lot of sponsors to come forward. We average about 12 teams every year, a 4-man team. For $100, they get breakfast, which is café con leche from the Columbia, a Krispy Kreme donut, and bananas donated by Cruz and Garcia. We also have first, second, and third place trophies for the winners. And the food is donated by Mr. Empanada, Amaryllis Sandwiches and More, Housewife Bakery, the Columbia, Alessi Bakery, Cacciatore Brothers, and lots more.
No shortage of goodwill, good cheer, and friendly competition. Stevie, tell me, how about your morning? How's your morning going?
Tell you what, I've never played bocce ball in my life. This is the first time, and I'm literally having a ball. No pun intended. Oh, actually, there was a pun intended, but it's just a blast today. A lot of nice people here. It's great.
A lot of wonderful people. And how did we do in that first round today, Stevie?
We won.
1-0. 1-0. No, it's one and done here if you don't win that first game. So we're on our way.
We're going for the gold.
Well, there are first, second, and third place trophies Franny's has provided for all of us, so we're going to do our best to get one of them and bring it home. We'll have it on our desk this week, hopefully, when you watch in this week on the Tampa Native Show. Fran, thank you so much for inviting us to participate.
Thank you all very, very much. Thank you.
And thank you for all. Yeah, we'll do it. And thank you for being the wonderful. What's the beacon? The beacon. I think we can say that for Ybor City, because you know what? Those of you that don't know it, Fran is a lifelong resident. The Costantino name is synonymous with all things prideful about Ybor City, and Fran is upholding that wonderful tradition. So now, on behalf of the Tampa Native Show, Steve Cannell and Fran Costantino, salute and happy days. We love you, Tampa. Bye-bye.
How about that? And you were telling me during the video that
I used to play that.
Yeah?
I was going to ask you.
I was pretty good at that. Just like golf and tennis. I was the two handicap in golf, and I won the at high school. I won the state golfing and tennis the same year.
That's it. I'm saying it. I'm going on the record right now. I want to be Marcelo Maseda when I come back. This man has done it all, and we're so privileged and so happy
Two-time mayor.
Have him with us here today, and the stories just keep pouring out as the pictures come out and the callers come in.
Well,
Listen,
you know, I used to belong to 18 clubs.
what are you down to now? 16?
No. But I tell you, you meet a lot of people.
Sure.
And I used to tell everybody, I'm going to go out today and meet 10 people. And I used to meet 10 people every day, new people.
Wow.
I used to go uptown. I used to know 99% of the people. Today, I'm lucky if I meet 1%.
You know, that's a good philosophy, though.
You've outlived most of them, Marcelo. I mean, let's be honest. But you know what? I bet you 99% of the people knew you as well.
Oh, yeah.
We've got a break that we're going to come to now, and stay tuned. We'll be right back with much, much more with Mr. Maseda. Stay tuned. Hi, everybody. Mario Nunez here, co-host of the Tampa Native Show. We're sitting here in the showroom of Larman Furniture, established in 1931. This year, about to celebrate its 80th anniversary. And I'd like to introduce to you at this time Jimmy Calameres. Jimmy is the owner of Larman Furniture and member of the family for a long time. And we'd like to say thank you, Jimmy. And how are you today?
Thank you. Fine. Doing wonderful.
Doing good?
Yeah.
Why don't you take a minute and maybe tell some of the folks that haven't heard the story a little bit about Larman Furniture.
Well, Larman was started in 1931 with my wife's grandfather, and he and a partner was called Friday Larman.
Okay.
Initially, and then
Mr. Friday was the other gentleman?
Mr. Friday was the other gentleman.
Okay.
And then in, I believe it was 1955, Mr. Friday wanted to get out, and then that's when my father-in-law, Curtis Larman, got in the business and bought his share out, and they had the business until my wife's grandfather wanted to get out.
Sure.
His name
At
was
some point, everybody tries
yeah,
to get out
yeah.
at some point.
So, and then once he got involved, Curtis Larman got involved, the business started growing, and because they had their hard times. They started during the Depression,
of course,
1931.
31.
So, and then once my father-in-law got involved, he grew it, and then my sister-in-law Cheryl had gotten involved. And then 5 years later is when I was asked to see if I wanted to join the company, and 20 years later, you know.
What a wonderful family legacy. So once again, Jimmy, let me just say on behalf of the Tampa Native Show and all of our fans, thank you so much to you and to the Larman family for stepping up and being one of our first sponsors here in this this new show with Tampa Digital. Thank you so much.
Mario, thank you. We're excited about it. Whether you're a Tampa business or doing business in Tampa, we just thought it was a natural fit. We're Tampa natives, and we're just excited to be part of this wonderful sponsorship, and we look forward to the relationship.
Thank you again. So for Jimmy Calameres, this is Mario Nunez sitting inside the lovely showroom of Larman Furniture. Been here since 1931, celebrating this year 80 years in business. Talk about Tampa natives. So on behalf, again, of the Tampa Native Show, this is Mario Nunez saying salute and happy days. Back here with you, the Tampa Native Show, Steve Cannella, 15-minute grill just off camera, Mr. Marcelo Maseda here, and we were talking during that little break. There's so much that this man has done in his life. Of course, one of the things you would expect, as he's 92 and a half years young, and today being December 7th, commemorating that fateful day in Hawaii, Pearl Harbor. Do you have any memories of that day, Marcelo?
Well,
none good,
yes
I'm sure.
and no, it wasn't good.
Right.
It wasn't good. I cried. I tell you too, with a lot of people that were with me, and it was a sad day. But afterwards, when I travel the world over, I've been all over the world about 10 times. And I got the Medal of Honor from the Tokyo mayor.
From the mayor of Tokyo? Okay.
Tokyo.
Okay.
I got the medal. And you know, you meet people like the governor of Hawaii and many people.
What about Hawaii? Hawaii was a pretty nice place, huh?
It's a pretty nice place.
It's nice over there.
It's real nice.
Now, that's two people that want to come back as Marcelo now.
You-
Myself,
you-
too. Yeah.
We're going to be fighting for that, Steve. Okay, here's
Let's
talk a little
Emma
bit.
Lopez, Willie Pep, the world champion.
Willie Pep.
Yeah, he got a sign there that says, to my friend Marcelo Maseda. He signed it. Oh, Willie Pep.
Hey, you struck a pretty dashing figure yourself, Mr.
Absolutely.
Marcelo, in your early
Absolutely.
days. I think you could be described adequately as guapo. That's a and I don't know. That's Al Lopez on the right there, on the far left, right?
Let me tell you,
Bien
I was
guapo.
investigated one time.
Uh-oh.
Here, me being installed in the Hall of Fame at the University of Tampa.
Hold that picture right there for just a minute. We want to get to that, but I want to hear the other story. You were just saying you were being investigated. You got my attention. Let's talk a little bit about that.
I used to wear a different suit every day.
Okay.
To work.
Yeah, of course.
And the governor had an investigator. I'm not going to tell you what governor, but it was investigating me where I got my
Where you got your money.
I said, I'll pay for them. Of course, I used to get them pretty reasonable.
Max Argentar, right there in Ybor City,
No. My suits were all tailor-made.
Okay.
And silk and mohair.
Okay.
That's why he
okay.
looks so handsome.
Honey, you sure you don't want to come back as Mr. Maseda as well? Because let me tell you, tailor-made mohair suits, you got my attention. Now we can go back to that picture real quick and we can talk a little bit more about that. That was the night you...
At the president of the student, University of Tampa Orange, and me shaking hand at Philadelphia when I got installed as a member of the Hall of Fame.
How about those wonderful days at Tampa Stadium when the Delgado brothers used to be out there in the 70s and Freddie Solomon and John
I never
Matuzak?
forget them, Fred Kersey and
Frank
Freddie
Kersey.
Solomon.
Really?
Freddie and I were good friends.
Good stuff.
In fact, my daughter went with his wife to grammar school and junior high and high school.
Oh, wow.
Together.
Wow, it's
That's
very
pretty
interesting.
Freddie was a great ball player.
Yes, he was.
If he would have been playing today, boy,
You'd have broke the bank.
he would have broke the bank.
Now you play golf, too.
That's Arnold Palmer.
And speaking of
I
golf,
played golf that day with him. After we had a meeting, and he's there, and he's a friend of mine. I got a letter from, thank you for me. That's my two-shot.
look at Big
Awarded
John. Look
number
at Big
one in
John.
the draft for the National Football League.
Yep.
He was voted number one.
Go straight to
He
the
went to
Oakland Raiders. Go to Oakland Raiders, right?
Oakland Raiders.
He fit in with them too, didn't
Big
he?
guy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Gentlemen,
Yes, darling.
start your engines. No, never mind. We're so glad we've had this time together just to share a laugh or sing a song. But there's only 15 minutes left to go, boys. So you need to move the show along. Great show.
Very nice.
Oh, very nice, very nice.
Marcelo,
Well, she
this,
gets better and better every week, doesn't she? But you know what? Where does the time go, Marcelo?
this happens every
Where
week.
does the time
Happens
go?
every week.
I mean,
we
flies by.
Great gentlemen.
Well, thank you. We,
And
Thank
time
you.
flies.
we're just settling
And
into
the
our.
young lady.
Thank you. We're just settling into our seats.
That Bill McCaney, he was manager of Cincinnati Reds. He won 3 World Series, 1 in the American League and 2 in the National League.
As a manager.
A manager, Bill McCaney.
Is that the same gentleman that they named the field in Sarasota?
And
after, McKechnie
Sarasota,
Field?
Bradenton.
Yep, Bradenton.
Bradenton. Yeah, that's it.
Amazing,
Bill
amazing,
McCaney.
amazing. No, we're gonna bring you
He
back.
loved me like a son.
we've got to do a baseball show. Just
And you,
You see me there with my picture with the uniform.
with the uniform on
Cincinnati
it,
Reds.
you were the bat boy.
guys, we got another caller.
Oh, okay. Well, let's go to that phone, Stevie.
Caller, you're on the air. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Hey, Mario and Steve, this is David Benito calling.
Hey, David.
How are you, sir?
Good to hear from you.
How you doing? This is bringing back some memories of hearing from my father who grew up in Ybor City, and my grandmother, on my father's side worked in the cigar factories there.
Mm-hmm.
But when you showed the picture of Dewes, it reminded me of a story I used to hear, a legend that when he was playing for Tampa U,
Mm-hmm.
and they would have to do, put him in the wool pool. He was too big for the wool pool that was at Tampa U.
Mm-hmm.
So the legend is that they would have to take him down to Palmacia. for the therapy there in the whirlpool because he was too big for the one at Tampa U.
Was there a dunk tank over there at Palmacia that they had to drop him into? Yeah, John was pretty big.
You know you're big when you have to do that.
Yeah, John was bigger than most guys at that time for sure. Fabian, did you get in on the Bolita drawing this week?
Oh, yeah, I just got it at the beginning of the show. So
Because that's going to be coming up very, very soon. And listen, thanks for calling. We're going to have to let you go for just a second because we've got to get to the Bolita drawing. But Mr. Maseda is going to come back and be with us again. So be on the lookout for that because this man is a wealth of information and storytelling. Thanks for calling, David. We appreciate you.
Okay.
Thanks, David.
Thank you for sharing that story about John Matusak. Do we have any more pictures we want to go to before we get to our drawing?
I think we have some time.
Yeah, we do. How about
And
that?
Bucky Walter.
Okay.
He was the third baseman. They made him a pitcher, and he used to win 29, 30 games all the time. And I mean 9-inning games.
Consistent.
Now you went about 6 foot in those days. 6
Yeah,
foot.
look how big
so
he
look
is.
how big he is, huh?
That's right. And Paul Darren was bigger than him.
Oh wow.
He was that's Paul Darren now.
Wow.
He was my best man when I got married, and that was at the World Series.
What a great photo.
Look
the
at you.
World
Look
Series.
at you. How old were you there? Do you have any idea how old you were?
Oh no, it wasn't Jefferson.
Right there, you were Jefferson in those days?
Yeah, and that Dominic DiMaggio, Joe DiMaggio's brother.
Oh, Dominic, sure.
At the racetrack.
Oh wow. Racetrack over here, Tampa Bay Downs?
Tampa. It used to be called Sunshine Park.
Oh my goodness.
In fact, I was the second employee of the track.
You have been around forever.
Amazing.
The next thing you're gonna
incredible
know,
stories.
Listen, I want to know. Do you know who put the Sphinx there? Who put those pyramids there? Because I think you know. And if you know, you better tell us. Okay, let's keep going with the pictures.
That's me when I used to play for St. Pete Saints in the Florida State and the Florida International League.
So you signed
I
a
played
contract
for-
and everything, my son.
Oh yeah, I played for the Tampa Smokers, Atlanta Crackers, Portsmouth Cubs, St. Pete Saints.
Wow.
I played in the Orange Belt League.
That is
How about that?
impresionante. We got a caller on the phone. Let's go to our phones. Caller, you're on the air. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good evening, gentlemen. This is Jim Carney calling from West Tampa.
Hi, Jim.
Jim Carney.
Good to talk to you tonight.
I have the 15-minute girl help me pick out my question. I had two, but as mayor and then representative emeritus of Ybor City, sir, you would have been in contact with the businesses, sort of the Better Business Bureau representative for Ybor City. And there's one place that was around when I was very young, the Silver Ring.
Silver
was the
Ring.
place
Oh, it's
to
in
get-
Ybor City.
In Ybor City, the Silver Ring,
On
where
Silver
you could
Avenue.
get the good Cuban sandwiches.
That's right.
Now, tell me a story about the Silver Ring.
Well, you know, it belonged to Cacciatore. He lived there in Ybor City, and then he moved to West Tampa. And Cacciatore had the biggest sandwich shop in Tampa. He used to make, for instance, Gasparilla, 2,000-3,000 Cuban sandwiches.
Wow.
No.
Right there in the window. Right there.
And then they had a man in the window. All he did was cut ham and put it from one hand to the plate. I never forget that.
That was a great way to get people to see what
Now,
was
I
going
always heard that the Silver Ring was the best Cuban sandwich. Is that
There
true?
was no doubt about it. It
There
was
you
the
go.
best
Mhm.
Cuban sandwich.
And where do you think that
Okay.
bread came from?
What's that?
La bread. La segunda central.
Segunda Central.
Only place in Ybor City.
Gracias, señor.
That's the best bread in
Buenas
Tampa.
noches, gentlemen.
Gracias, Jim.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much for calling.
Thank
Jim's
you.
one of our big fans. Thank you, Jim.
And wasn't
Thank you,
Mr. Cacciatore's nickname Speedy Brown?
Speedy Brown. That
Speedy
was
Brown.
on the Cacciatore.
I never
They
knew
used to
why-
call- I don't know why they call him Speedy Brown for. Because he was in a
Fast.
hurry all
always
the
hurt.
time.
Yeah, it was shifting around.
3,000 Cuban sandwiches, you got to be pretty fast.
Let's talk about that picture there.
And that's
Hey,
Roger Maris,
Yes, it
Tony
is.
D'Angelo, Mickey Mantle, and myself. I did Philip Field. El Lopez Field.
you're beaming in that photograph, Marcelo. Look at you, because I
Love
guess you knew you were standing next to.
You know, that guy a singer. And here's Yogi Berra.
There he is.
Oh wow,
Yogi Berra.
Look at that. Right in the center.
that's Al Lopez
And-
Field there too, huh?
El Lopez Field, that's Stephanie. She was queen. Here's Ted Williams.
Wow.
Ted Williams was a bird. He used to come into Tampa, and during the winter time,
Yeah.
when baseball was on, he called me. He used to call me Mark. Said, Mark, come and pick me up. And we go. Here's
That's Casey
Ralph
Stengel.
Hawk
Yeah.
was the general manager of the Yankees, and Casey Stengel of the manager of the Yankees.
Wow, look at those photos.
And always with a cigar, huh?
Always my cigar.
There you go. There you go.
Even cigars.
That's a great shot there too, because Casey Stengel, I can imagine you two in a conversation.
And this is Roy Seaver that used to be with the Mets.
Oh yeah, look at Tom. That's Tom
I mean,
terrific.
Tom
Tom,
Seaver.
yeah.
Tom Seavers.
Tom Seaver. Look how
Tom
young
Seaver.
he
Look
is
at that.
there.
Yeah.
Looks
Well,
like he's
he
right
was
out of
pitching,
high
you
school.
know.
Hall of Famer, Tom Seaver.
That's
We
incredible.
got another caller on the air.
How about that?
Take
Caller.
this one, Stevie.
Caller, you're on the air. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Oli Gonzalez from
Hey.
West Tampa.
Oli Gonzalez from West Tampa. Hey, Oli.
Hey, how you doing?
Good,
Good to
thank
hear
you.
from Oli. He's great.
Hey, listen, Mr. Marcelo there. I wanted to know if you know my grandfather and my father that grew up in West Tampa, Oliverio Gonzalez.
Oh,
So he's my
sure. Sure, I know her. In those days, you knew everybody in West Tampa.
My grandfather used to collect the Sociedad for the Trellas Clinic and Gonzalez Clinic.
That's right. That's right. I remember. Let me tell you, in those days, Tampa was so small, you knew everybody, especially in Ybor City and West Tampa, and downtown Tampa, too.
Yeah.
Everybody knew everybody. He
So
was a
guys,
great man, let me tell you.
That's
Yeah, well, he did that forever. I mean, I can remember when I was a little kid, he would take me around on this little route there. I think it was 50 cents, you know, to buy into the Sociedad, and that was for your whole family.
That's right.
You know, health insurance.
health
you know,
insurance for your whole family, 50 cents.
For your whole family.
It was Centro Soriano, that one.
That one.
And Centro Cubano and Centro Español.
And Trellas and Gonzalez.
Yeah, Gonzalez. And quite a few of them.
Yeah. Guys, I picked up I got hired on another job.
shoot? Good, good. Well, we're
Yeah,
going to miss you
I
then. Where are you going to be? Miami?
No, I'm right here in Clearwater. It's Sunlight Junior.
Okay.
Good, good. Not so far away.
It's a low budget film.
That's okay.
We have Matt Dillon. I'm driving Matt Dillon and
Need any extras?
Naomi Watts.
Naomi Watts.
If, King Kong.
Yeah, of course,
cool.
and she's beautiful too. And if they need any high-paid extras, well, we're here for you, Oli. So just make sure you let us know so we can make application down there area. And we'll bring this guy too.
Yeah, we're starting to get a lot more stuff here in
That's
Florida.
good. Well, the weather's getting
and
good
they're
now.
coming on our coast now.
Good,
We
because
need
you know
that.
what?
It's about time.
For some of us that are listed with talent agencies, I won't name any names, but that's me.
That would be the star of the show.
Well, that's just good news because now the weather's getting good. So the production companies are coming down here to shoot.
This is the beginning. I mean, you know, we had the Dolphins' Tail, which did very well, was #1 at the box office
Morgan
2
Freeman?
weeks in a row.
Morgan
I
Freeman?
want to see that. I know that's
Morgan
great.
Freeman and Harry Connick.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
That's good, Oli. We're glad to know that because that
good
keeps a lot of
news.
people employed in the area. Plus, we need to
Oh,
get that
yes, it
stuff
does.
over here on the West Coast because the East Coast gets most of it. The Miami area,
Yeah.
Orlando
That's
certainly
right.
with Universal Studios.
And you're still close to Tampa too now that you're in Clearwater, so that's good.
That's
Yeah.
good. Oli,
Yeah,
thank you.
Our coast is going to get a lot more.
Good, Papa.
Good.
Good.
Good
Thank
to
you
hear.
so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling. And we're going to have Mr. Maseda back on the show so we can talk baseball on another day. You be sure and call in.
All right.
Thank
All
you,
right,
brother.
thank
Oli.
you, Mario, and Steve, and Mr. Maseda. Y'all have a good
You too,
night.
You too. You too.
Happy
Oli.
holidays, Oli. Thank you so
Likewise.
much.
All right. Bye-bye.
You see how people are here on the show, Marcelo. They they love to talk about Tampa when it was like small, like you're talking about.
Right.
And when we get somebody on here that means so much to us, I mean, it's very, very special to
It
have
is.
you here with
It
us
is.
tonight. So we're
You
very
know,
privileged.
People don't know that McFarland Park was the only ballpark in Tampa. That's where it always started, in McFarland Park.
Wow.
That's the epicenter.
We did see a picture.
He wasn't in the big leagues yet.
Right.
He was just starting to play. And I tell you, a lot of ball players come out of Tampa, West Tampa especially.
Quite a few.
Tino Martinez and Lou Pineda and La Russa and McGriff and all that. Because McGriff, although he didn't live right in West Tampa, he lived in the outskirts of West Tampa.
Right. And he played his youth ball in West
And
Tampa.
Magadan,
Also.
who was the batting coach for the Boston Red Sox.
Who's still retained there, even though Bobby Valentine is the new manager now. They kept David, so that's good. Hey, we've got another video. You want to see what those guys are doing at the Bocce Ball tournament?
Yeah.
I do.
Let's do it.
Let's see. Stay tuned. Let's watch.
Mario Nunez here, enjoying all things bocce ball on a wonderful Saturday afternoon. Hey, if you've never played, let me attempt to explain a little bit of the ground rules. It's real simple. 2 teams against each other, each team consisting of 4 players. Now, the game is started when a little white ball called the palino is thrown out as a placement. Now, what happens is the team with the red or the green balls, whichever they're choosing, they try to get closest to the palino. And they continue to throw just as long as they're closest to that little white ball. That's the only way you can score in this game. Points are as follows. Closest to the palino, 1 point. If all 4 of your team's balls are closest to that palino, you get 4 points. That's maximum you can get in 1 round. Games usually go to about 12 or 15 points depending. It's a wonderfully competitive game, and the best part about it, 9 to 90 can play this game. So if you've not tried bocce before, this may be a great opportunity. Come on out on a wonderful Saturday afternoon. My name is Mario Nunez for the Tampa Native Show. Salute and happy days.
Well, we're back. You know what, Marcelo? I got to be honest with you. That's the first time that any of us here in this room had the experience with bocce ball.
Oh.
Now, maybe it was the company we were with. Maybe it was the good food, the café con leche, which
weather.
was fabulous. The weather, you saw how pretty it was that
day.
day. We had the time of our lives. And you know what? We're having the time of our lives right here tonight. But we're getting to that point in the show where we've got to start to wrap it up. So we're going to go to our bolita drawing now, Mr. Maseda.
Okay, go ahead.
If you'll do us the honors, you're not going anywhere because this is what we do here. And we didn't even get a chance to talk about bolita.
Oh, that's right.
The real bolita game.
Well, next time for sure.
Next show for sure. This is only
too many stories.
Marcelo Maseda, part 1. Part 2. So here's what we're going to ask you to do. Reach in here and grab one of those pelotitas.
Or in Bocce, they call it the palina.
The palina.
Palino.
The palina,
right?
if you're from Plant City. All right, darling. The first winner is number 26.
Number 26. Right on the money.
Right on the money.
Mark Kinderdine.
Hey, Mark Kinderdine. Okay. Mark Kinderdine, tell him what he's won, Johnny. Well, he's won this fabulous Tampa Native shirt. And listen, you can't be a Tampa Native without your Tampa Native shirt. So, Mark, what we need to do is, there you go. We need to find out, I'll get it straight. We need to find out exactly where we can meet you to give this to you, or we can mail it to you either way. So,
I have him on Facebook.
Excellent.
He provided one of the pictures of John F. Kennedy when we did the Kennedy show.
Wonderful.
So,
Mark, congratulations.
Great. Thank you, Mark.
First time winner. All right, Marcelo, get in there. Oh, that was a quick snatch and grab, and here we go. Oh, this is a new number. We haven't had this one before. Number 59.
Number 59. Let's see.
Closest to without going over.
Dun, 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 dun. That would be Arthur Marshall.
Arthur?
Number 56.
Arthur Marshall, another fresh new name. We love the new names,
right.
Marcelo, because that means we're getting new viewers. And that means that it makes the boss happy, real happy here at Tampa Digital.
There's lots of new names tonight.
Tell him what he's won, Johnny. Well, I love to say that.
Mark, went in jail?
Went in jail. Call 221-BAIL. Mark, look what you won. A Frank Cueto Bail Bond shirt. Why? Because we have so many of them.
I love that shirt.
Actually, it's a good-looking shirt.
I like to have
Great
one myself.
Shirt. Great shirt. So that's coming your way. Also, we want to, again, same thing. Let us know how we can get that to you or if we can meet you somewhere. Listen, we love Café con Leche, and we'll let you buy us a cup. That's not a problem. We'll bring that shirt. Just let us know. Okay, we've got 2 more gifts to give away. Next, we're going to give away, we'll save that one for next. Next, we're going to give away a copy of I Remember Tampa.
Mike Beluha.
Written, produced, and sung by Tampa's very own Tampa native, Michael Beluha. Mikey, we love you. Thank you so much for that wonderful song. And
yes.
Let's see if maybe you'll win your own CD.
That would be funny, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't that be something? All right. It's possible, because everything's possible here. Oh, my goodness. If this is true to form, as it has been for all these weeks, I think I know the winner of this.
What's
if he
the
got in
number?
time.
What number?
29, darling.
Okay.
On the money?
Congratulations, Gramps.
That would be my dad.
Felipe Nunez with number 29.
He's played 29 since the beginning of the Bolita drawing. He's never won.
Oh,
And-
see there? I
See?
mean,
And so my pop is one. That's great, Daddy.
Congratulations.
That's wonderful.
See, consistency pays off.
I'll come by this weekend, Daddy, and drop that off, put the coffee on. Next is our grand prize for the week, courtesy of Juan and Amy Santallanas.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Amaryllis Sandwiches and More in the heart of West Tampa, right there on Tampa Bay. It's a $25 gift certificate. So, okay. Who knows? Let's see who's going to win this one. Come on, Marcelo.
That'll buy a lot of Cafe con leche.
Do what you do. Uh-oh, here we go.
Dun, 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 dun.
You know,
42.
we might have something right on the money here. Number 42, darling. Number
42. Oh my gosh, this is unbelievable.
Really?
We were just there today. Hugh Perrette.
Wow, you
Oh, my
Perrette.
That's unbelievable.
Listen, I don't know if we can ban somebody from playing this game, but we may have to consider it. That was
That
Hugh
is
Perrette, the
amazing.
first caller of the night, who we just saw him literally
Yeah,
today,
yeah,
Marcelo,
give him
delivering his
last
last
week's
week's
Yeah,
present.
from South Tampa.
Okay? That's pretty good. We've got two more photos to show. Let's see what we've got in store now.
Oh, that's me there playing dominoes. And that's Arturito Fuente from Arturo Fuente Cigar. That is Daddy, Arturo Fuente. And
That-
me.
that's a
playing-
gr-
That's a cool
That's
picture.
a very
my
cool
name is
picture.
Josh.
I love the hats.
Yeah, the hats are very, very cool.
I wear a hat all the time. In fact, I forgot it today.
Yeah, you know, it was kind of,
that's
you know,
right.
I got to be honest with you. When I saw you, I half expected you to
I
have
always wear a hat.
a cap or a hat or maybe even a top hat.
And this
And
picture
this
here?
is my wife, Marina. We passed away around 91, I think it was. And 101.
That's a handsome couple right
Very
there.
handsome.
That's a handsome couple
great-
right there.
great fit.
That's a great picture.
Great picture.
You know, that woman never drank, never smoked. And I used to be with all these girls and all that. And he used to say, you look and don't touch.
Anda, she knew. She knew how to
Smart
control. She knew how to
women.
control her man. That's a great listen. We're gonna wrap the show up with one more video. And we're gonna check in on those two guys over there at that bocce ball tournament. Although
wild and
it's only a
crazy
one
guys.
guy show because every time it comes, it's hi, this is Mario Nunez again. Like if you need to know, it's me. Let's see what I'm
Yes,
up.
we've noticed that.
Yeah, let's see what I'm up to
I
here.
used to like to play that.
It's a great team.
It's so much fun.
I
gonna
used
take
to
you
be
out.
right here in Ybor City.
Yeah, we're gonna take you over there and so you can show us a lesson.
No, those days are gone.
Let's see what we're up to.
Once again, Mario Nunez with the Tampa Native Show. We're sitting here with the administration staff of the Ybor City Lions Club, Mr. John Centenaro. John, what a wonderful afternoon.
Mario, we're standing here, Mario.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Tell everybody who's here. Take a minute and introduce
All
everybody.
right, let me introduce everybody. First, I want to say thank you to everybody for being here. It's a pleasure to have you here. 100% of the proceeds will be donated to the Seeing Eye Dog. 100%. We're all volunteers. And so far, we've donated over $22,000. So we're very grateful that you're here. The Ybor City Lions Club, as you can see, is like a family. We are literally a family. So we would like people to join. It's only $77.50 per year, so please call myself or Frank Constantino, who is the chairperson of the bocce ball tournament. Now I'll turn the mic over to Frank Constantino.
Fran, introduce everybody.
Thank you. All righty. John Centenaro is our president. I'm the chair. My co-chairs, Cookie Garcia, had to run an errand, but Angelo Spicola is my other co-chair, who I could not pull off an event as big as this without him. Guido Maniscalco is our new treasurer. We have Bridget, who is one of our members. Tico De Mayo. Peggy Schmeichel from La Gaceta. We have Kathy Bartolotti. Angela Spicola, my co-chair, Colonel Steve Howard, who takes care, he's our new PR man, and believe it or not, this little handful of people are the ones that put this on every year. I couldn't do it without them. We're a very small club, but we do really big things. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mario.
Thank you. Listen, on behalf of the Tampa Native Show, thank you, John, and guests and crew for inviting us here. We're having a ball. We've got a little more bocce ball to play. We're going to get back to that now, so stay tuned. A lot more Tampa Native Show coming right back at you. Thank you.
Tell you what, it was a lot of fun.
And we can't wait to recapture some of that mojo and some of that magic. Listen, we wouldn't be anywhere without our sponsors. Indulge me for just a moment while I run down this list of notables. Mr. Marcelo, you would probably recognize half of the names on our list. The Columbia Restaurant and Mr. Richard Gonsmart, La Segunda Central Bakery, and the More family. PJ Testa Accounting, thank you, PJ Testa. South Tampa Chiropractic Clinic and Dr. Tomas Agüero, thank you, Dr. Tom. Amarillo Sandwiches and More, Juan Santayana, thank you, Juan. Frank Cueto Bail Bonds, Frankie, thank you so much. Dorigo and Diaz, Ronnie Dorigo. The Colonnade and the Whiteside family, Stacy, thank you for your generosity. Burden Gonzalez, Anthony Gonzalez, thank you as well. And of course, Costantino and Company. Franny, we love you and thank you. Those are some of our sponsors. And we also like to say thank you to our fans. For those of you that are just joining us this week for the very, very first time, we'd like to say again, welcome, and come back and see us again next week. If you happen to miss part of the show tonight, it'll be up on our website, which is
TampaNativeShow.com.
Tampa Natives with an S, TampaNativesShow.com. It'll be there available for you probably by Saturday, Sunday, so you can watch the replay.
Thank you for having me here.
Oh, thank you for being here.
It's been an honor
Thank you for being here.
meeting y'all.
Listen. The honor and the pleasure.
I hope you enjoy the cigar.
Is all ours.
Smells great.
Listen, we've got our cigars in hand, and we're going to light them up in celebration of another great Tampa Native show. We'd like to say that Mr. Maseda is going to come back and grace the table here again sometime around baseball season. So get ready to talk baseball.
Most definitely.
So if you're ready, Marcelo, are you ready?
I'm ready.
On behalf of my co-host Steve Canella, Mr. Maseda, and of course the 15-minute girl, let's do this, Marcelo. Salud.
Salud.
And happy days. We love you, Tampa. Thank you so much.
We love you.
What a cigar, huh?
Back when we were younger and everything seemed new, we used to have a lot of fun, yes we did, no matter what we do. Sleeping days, long summer nights, going anywhere we pleased. This love I've always called my own, a love that I've always known. The city that I call my home, the home from which I never roam. This love affair was meant to be. Oh, well, I love her and she loves me. Yes, I remember Tampa. She remembers me.